After coming this far, celebrating a victory, although hollow as it is, now heading over to find his friend that went home. Gon's journey to being a hunter is not over. There's a secret event, more training, more exam. What will it be? All I know is, on the journey to Kukuru Mountain, running through complete bumper-to-bumper traffic jam, stiffing a taxi driver, just what kind of benefits the hunter license is going to afford them, and is Killua going to be part of the group again? It's going to be a tough road, even to get to him, I imagine. Get a little bit of a recap onto the journey towards Killua. Jumping aboard an airship. Where's the little preview opening section talking about the hunters and what they mean to the world? Because we are actually finally over that. But if the entire hunter exam, which seemed to pull off somewhat successfully getting the licenses, but on top of all of that, they gained something much more valuable. Friendship. Although I don't think you can sell friendship for vast riches. I just wonder if having Killua on your side, having him acknowledged as a friend, and his and possibly annoying his brother about it, I think getting the assassin's kind of underbelly of society type stuff on, at least in your good books, is going to be beneficial. The light is gone from his eyes. Having the hopes of his family thrust upon him. Being force-fed to forget his troubles. How? How do you eat some fries and get it over your face? Oh. This is interesting music to go for this region. What are some of these instruments involved in it? Well, did you expect it to look like an amusement park? Neon lights, roller coasters? Information desk? Mountain bus tour? I was joking in the last one. It's, actually a bit of a tourist attraction? There's a few at the back there that, yep, I don't think they're here for the sightseeing. Where it is said the family reside. So what, he's become a bit of a local legend Everyone knows they're there, but no one can actually confirm it. To be fair, I think getting a good sleep along this mountain road might be in their best interest. That's some grand wall. Door to Hades. I can understand why. If they're... there's a separate side entrance with the security booth, but... Well, the entire area is their land. Must be nice. Be invited? Small price to pay for meeting up with your friend. So they're going in for monetary gain, and this is going to be the immediate... Really? This is going to be, what, the immediate proof that there is something behind the gate. An extra reason to be wary of them. And he is much more afraid of the master than of them. Sure you are. He knows he's talking to dead men. Is that what that face was? Snacking between meals. Oh no. Well, as a warning to anyone else, I'm sure no one will really... That was fast. I think the legend of the place now is definitely upped a little. Got to watch out for your weight. What lies beyond the door? They came here for a reason. Well, if they say so. They're no refunds, by the way. If for anyone involved, I guess in their line of work they don't have a use for reoccurring acquaintances. Just put in the trash. Not really... Well, actually, no, it's the burial they deserve, really. Unceremonious, never to be remembered. That's not gonna stop them. It's just a big dog. Maybe. The way it keeps... Yeah, like a guard dog of that stature. What if you're not an intruder? Maybe you need to contact... Well, he stays outside on this end. But... Is Mickey, got his scent, knows not to attack him? To let him know that it's feeding time. So it's easier just to let them in to get rid of the problem. It's a good plan. So the big ostentatious door was actually the way in. Ah. So anyone can enter if they've got the right stuff. Just knock loudly. Maybe Killua will hear it and come down. Okay. Give it your best, Leorio. I'm sure it'll work. Maybe it's a pool door. Have you tried that? You need to lift some weights, Leorio. Let the janitor show you how it's done. Oh god, when you strip down to a tank top, you know it's the real thing. Isn't allowed inside. And it's open. Well, now, just to prove that it's possible, hopefully he hasn't thrown his back out or anything. That was quite the we actually managed it. Is he? I see. 2 tons each. And each one gets progressively harder. Oh god, it's exponential growth. If you can open it all the way. Close. Just go through the other side. Intruder or not, he'll just face the guard dog down. Why don't you at least try to open the door? Give it a go. Never know. So now principals are... What's the matter here? We're friends. Let me in. He's not backing down on this, is he? for both their sake, his sake, and Mickey's weight. There you go, just call ahead, see if we can get a fast pass. I doubt it will work so easily, but apologize for disturbing you. Yep. I see. I mean, that's what it is there for, I guess. So all we have to do is... I'm sure you'll be very, very convincing. And he's not going to stop. As long as he knows the number, as long as the line doesn't get disconnected. Can he come out and play? Maybe you should check first before you get gone pissed. I think just the shading there. For... How can you prove you are you over the phone? Do you have any sort of identification? As we saw with Idumi, that's not quite so obvious of a way. He's playing with a coin a fair lot. Which means that he should be fine no matter who comes calling, right? They're trying to protect themselves. Call again? He's just going through the door now. Over, under, whichever. Good thing he's got the fishing line, but... Is there... He's just still going, though. Yeah, we're going to be here all night if not, so... If Nikea knows him, yeah, exactly. Might be okay. May, though he's not. And Death is kind of a bit of a trouble. Then his fate is sealed. Anyway, yeah. If they are who they say they are. It's... I was about to say something along the lines of that, but the fact he can recognise the situation and force himself to have a level head in a situation where he is incredibly annoyed. Depends on the animal. Okay. Come face to face with them. Tell him to sit, give him a pat on the head, maybe some nice treats and biscuits. And this is where the guard dog themselves is going to subvert our expectations. Maybe not. It's a very good pupper. Where did it come from? What's this species? Is there others like it out there which we may encounter further on? Until. Yep, incredibly trained on its mission. He could. Not sure on the outcome, though. Whether it takes a day, a month, several decades. Interesting guitar. They've put up so many safeguards just to make sure no one comes across them. Not for their own protection, just so they don't have to deal with it. And I'm sure he will get there. Just how many episodes is it going to take? Since we've seen people so casually thrown away ever since the beginning of this series, life doesn't really mean a lot. So having like literal characters you've just seen reduced to naught but calcium and put in the trash. If you needed a visual reminder. Both that the world here is not like we know, and everyone is very willing to end your entire journey very quickly if need be. But if there's so much in the way of just getting to see your friends, if they are your friends, how much trouble did Killer themselves need to go through when he was coming back home? How do we know you're actually Killer? But as we've been shown before, Kiru's family may not be the most sociable of types. Irumi, the older brother, being strict, stern. Another word of S that may or may not mean completely terrifying. But as this series has gone on to show, life is nothing if not a series of tests just to go down the shops and buy milk, apparently. If going to greet your friends requires this each time, well, they can come to me. Now the big question, would you go through the door? 2 tons seems like a lot, but 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, well, let's be honest, there's not many that are going to be able to get through number 7. Although in the world of Hunter x Hunter, maybe that's just child's play for people right at the top, or even halfway down. But gone. Might need a little bit more training before he gets there. Also with Killua, when he came home he opened 3 of them. Yeah, and that was just him opening the door. If he was putting effort in, how many would it be? And I guess having Mickey acknowledge the other guests, not quite intruders, the ones that came with the janitor, is now analysed their appearance, their smell, their fear. But considering they came in through the testing door, not through their own might, but with the help of the janitor, how does that work? Can someone else open the door for you and just, yep, I'm with them? Or do you have to take it individually each time? What are the further tests up ahead to see if you're worthy to even reach the front door? Also, janitor / guard at the front wall door, testing door entrance probably sees a lot more people come in than further up down the line. They must have a really easy job. And I say that now and it's going to be proven completely opposite, isn't it? But as was stated, the entire family here living in their own world, so departed from what we saw, gone growing up on Whale Island. A tight-knit community, everyone having nice fun time together, maybe some larger creatures and fun flora and whatnot, but overall, no, not quite like this. But they're hunters now. They get to see the wide world, what's out there. But considering the butler isn't convinced, what about the rest of Killua's family when they hear his friends are coming to visit? We might need to find out, so if you've enjoyed this one, let me know. Leave a like and a comment on the video, perhaps even subscribe to the channel. Really is fun watching all of this, and hopefully you're enjoying yourself, so I guess make sure to get some rest, and I'll see you in the next one. My patrons are like the persistent child trying to get over the wall, through the wall, under the wall, whenever you want, as long as they get anime, which is slightly better than going into a household of assassins. So I guess I need to thank Noku, Raywin, Sal, Arthia, Kite, Shiwan, Mats, Girly, Cardboard, Omega42, Akane, Tori Jane, Danny Sui and everyone else. Because together, we may make an old friend happy.